I'm Aiman. Welcome back to my installation videos. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install a front seat cover for the Honda Civic. And in this case, it's just the front driver's seat and passenger seat covers. We're going to do a separate video on the back seat, which requires a different procedure, in the next video. In our previous video, we did a little bit of a product showcase on what to expect when you order these seat covers. This one's Linyue Auto EKR brand, which it's a generic brand. But if you're interested in buying it, go check out that video. We'll also link it down in the description below if you're interested in buying it. But for now, let's get to the installation. Alright, so they package instructions, which I read briefly, but they're a bit confusing, so we're just going to wing it. So bear with us. First thing to do is we need to make sure that we have the corresponding seat covers for the passenger and driver's seat. So as for the back seat covers, you want to make sure that the airbag is on the right side. The airbag, depending on the seat, should be facing towards the outside of the car. So if it's the driver's seat, the airbag should be facing towards the left. So this is for the driver's seat. Okay. And if it's the passenger side, the airbag should be on the right side. So this is going to be for the passenger side. This is going to be the first one we install. And as for the bottom seat cover, we're going to take a look at the bottom. You can see at the top, they don't really look different. But when you flip them over, you can see that there's these little slits here that we need to accommodate. Obviously, when you enter a car, you're going to see that, oh, the seat looks flush. So that means that this, which looks like it's flush from this side, should be the passenger side seat cover. Okay, so put this with the driver's side. We're going to take the passenger side one and the passenger side back seat cover and the passenger side bottom seat cover. Go here. First thing we need to do is take off the headrest. There's also a headrest cover, which we'll get to later. And in order to do that, we need to pull this seat backwards. We need to tilt it. Because if we try to do it right now, you can see that we don't have enough clearance to take it off. And in order to take off this headrest, you have to press this button right here. Okay? So now we're going to pull the seat back, and in order to make this easier, you can push the seat forward or backward. You can pull it back, and this also is made easier by pulling the windows down. Now you can take off the headrest. At this point, you can put the headrest cover on, but we'll show you that later. Okay, might as well put it on now since it doesn't matter. As for the actual headrest, it doesn't look like the driver's side, passenger side matters. We're just going to put it on. So undo the Velcro, undo this Velcro, and just slide it on. It's going to be a bit hard to show. And I believe that if you look from the right side, you can see that it has this little S-curve here. You want to make sure that that S-curve accommodates these bars here. So when you put it on, it should go on like that. This bar should be able to go through this hole. Very tight, but eventually, whew, it fits. Okay, now you want to put these thin straps together, and then next, maybe just make sure that it fits well. You might need to turn this around a bit. Okay, there we go. And now we can put this Velcro on. And as for these straps, I guess they don't really matter because when you put the seat down, these are not going to be seen. But you just want to get them as flush as possible. Over time, these are going to be a bit smoother. Right now, they're a bit wrinkled, but as you keep using this, they're going to kind of be broken in. So don't worry about it now. We're going to put this off to the side as we install the seat covers. Okay, so we're changing the angle so that you can see easier. We have the back seat cover right here. Make sure you locate which side faces the front and which side faces the back. The back side is smooth, has a cover. I mean, it has a hole. Has a, what's it called? It has a pouch. That's what I mean. And you want to go through the back. Lift up and open this, open the inside, unzip it, and then fit it over the seat. Okay? At this point, you want to pull the seat up a bit. You want to take this flap here and you want to poke it through the bottom of the seat. And in order to help it, the seat covers come packaged with this little orange tool that you can use to push it in. Or, well, this is more for pushing it into the trim, but you can try doing that. From the back, you want to come in and try to take that flap Oh, you should come in from this. Oh. You want to lift this up? You can see that the flap is poking out. You want to pull that down. Okay. All right. So that flap is now pulled down. Let me see if we can make this easier by tilting the seat up. I wonder. Well, we'll try doing that on the driver's side. But even if the seat is tilted or not tilted, you can still push the flap in and pull it out from the back. And so, not just that flap we're going to push through, we're also going to fold these other tiny flaps in through the middle. So just navigate them in through that hole. You can see it kind of, oh yeah, you can. You just want to navigate those flaps through that hole and then come from behind and pull them through. And also when you come from the front, you want to make sure that these are all lined up. You want to make sure that this part of the seat cover is on tightly. And then you want to push this through. Okay? Hey, and there we go. So pull that through, pull this through. There we go. Let me see if there's anything else we need to do. We want to make sure that this seat cover fits the contours of the seat. Okay, and now we can zip it up. Okay. Oh, there we go. Wow, that looks great. I just noticed an unanticipated benefit of having these seat covers is that they have seat pockets, which if you're an Uber or Lyft driver and you want to leave a magazine, now you have a place because you can't leave anything there. But anyway, supposedly the next step is to tuck these under the seat cover, which has Velcro on it. Which, let's see if this one works better. Or just tuck them under. But anyway, this hook is supposed to strap onto something that comes with the bottom seat cover. So we're going to leave this for now. You can actually put the headrest on right now. So let me just do that. And then we're going to get to the back seat. To the bottom seat cover. wait a second. Huh, that's interesting. This actually covers the button. I'm not sure how much that's gonna be bad. Is it still able to? Okay, that's still kind of weird that they covered the button, but interesting. Okay, let's go to the bottom seat. Okay, so now let's put the front seat the bottom seat cover on. This one is very simple as well. Just position it. You want to take these straps, slide them through. I would recommend getting these corner ones through first because the middle one can be very tricky. At this point, after you've snuck these clips in, you want to just position these through. Let me think. A better way to describe this is because these are hard plastic, it's easy to just push them through. So just make sure you get these through. And then from the back, come from under and see if you can take any of them. In my case, I need to push them out a bit more. All right, let's see. All right, I just realized I got confused. The straps will actually appear under these flaps. Okay, so I didn't need to worry as much. We're just going to pull these back as much as we can. Maybe pull this seat back again. And then we're going to try to grasp all the plastic straps and pull them down. Okay. And here, we're going to try to push the flap in as much as we can so that we can receive it from the back side. Okay. Okay, I can feel it now. Okay, you see? Now we can access the flap from the bottom and pull that down. Whew, nice. All right, so in retrospect, it looks like it will be easy to do it from the bottom first, instead of doing the back seat cover, because then you don't have to get confused about which flaps will appear. Now, another thing I forgot to mention is there's a strap on this side, which we just need to push through here. Alright, so now we have a better camera angle. Now you can see what I was talking about. There's a strap, or it's better to say this is a clip that needs to be angled through here. The reason that it doesn't go through the outside is because this entire part is actually going to get tucked into this crevice. Also, on the other side, there is some styrofoam inside of this, which we're going to take out. It's not required. They don't say in the instructions, but you might as well take it out because we're going to be putting this on the other side anyway. Anyway, I'm going to tuck this in a bit before we insert this strap. Okay. All right, so now the strap is on the other side. Now that we have everything inserted, we're just going to tuck this bottom seat cover in. And so this is where this tool comes in handy. So you just want to grab onto that and pull the seat cover down. Make sure you do it evenly over the entire seat. Okay, so just tuck that in. This one's gonna be a bit harder. Okay, all right, so we made a mistake, which is good because that's the reason why we're doing this video. The passenger side bottom seat cover is actually the one that has these slits here. And the reason why is because if you peek through the crevice, you can see that there's these holes here, or these parts here that fit in these cutouts. So this is actually for the passenger seat. The bottom seat cover corresponds to the holes being facing towards the outside of the car. So this should be the passenger side. This should actually be for the driver's side. Okay, so we're just going to insert the foam back in. This is probably going to be hard because the foam is like expanded. I'm going to twist it back in. Okay, it's going in a bit. I got it to about this part. This seems like it would be a very long process, so we're probably going to do it off camera. Okay, so we're just going to take this out and put the actual seat in. So, just pull this out. Take the straps out. Okay. There we go. So again, you want to, when you're installing the passenger side bottom seat cover, you want to make sure that it has those holes facing the outside. You want to stick these straps through the crevice in the bottom, as well as this, yes, you still want to, okay, no, this will be on the outside. This time it will be on the outside. That makes sense. So when you insert these go through the crevice, and this one goes through the outside of the seat. So just stick them in. And same as last time, just come from the back and pull them out. Okay, so now we have the bottom seat cover on. We're going to pull it through. Make sure everything is in there. And then we're going to tuck this side in under the plastic trim. And also on this side, get that plastic strap around. And after that, there's a strap here that needs to go under the seat and tied back, which we'll show you after. All right, so we made a mistake because we were too confident. Like, I assumed that the flat side would be facing towards the outside, but if you're one of the unlucky people that watched this video, hopefully you watched the other video that we're going to do on the driver's side, which will have no mistakes. But if you're one of the people who watched this video, at least you have a learning experience with us. And when we edit this video, we got to make sure that we put in like large annotations, watch the other video, which will be a much more cleaner video. But I think it's very important to show to people that sometimes you encounter mistakes when you're just trying to install accessories. And it's okay to make mistakes. And that's why we make those videos, to help people avoid making those mistakes. But anyway, let's tuck this in. This is going to be a bit tough. That's why they have the foam in here, so that it's easy to push in. And also this one, which we're going to use the tool. push that in. Okay, so you want to take the two straps on the bottom of the bottom side, the bottom seat cover. You want to pull them under the seat, and you want to take the straps at the bottom of the back seat cover, locate the ones on the outside, stick the strap through the middle hole. Then once it's through, you want to stick it back in through the bottom hole. And then you'll be able to pull it through to tighten it. And you know, it doesn't have to be super tight, but as much as you can. And there we go. Same on the other side, but we don't have the strap pulled through. You want to do it with this strap hole. All right, so I take that back. The strap is actually in the middle, which same procedure if you do so. Just go through the top, then loop it through the bottom. Easy money. Then tighten it. And there you go. Okay, for this strap here, this is actually the clip that corresponds to the seatbelt clip right here. So we're going to pull the seat down, grab the clip. So grab the clip, pull the seatbelt down, and pull the seat cover down. And as you're stretching that clip, pull the clip from this side, and let's see. Make sure that the part that's facing these dots facing upward go through the hole. Okay. There we go. Okay. Huh. Okay, so that is just a really odd procedure. Next step is to fold all of these up, tuck them into this pocket here. I mean, under this flap. Then you want to pull the flap down, and then from the front, you want to pull this strap with the hook onto the bar, under the seat. Okay, so we installed it. I think we have to do a lot more finagling before we do the next video on the proper installation, which you should definitely check out instead of this video. I don't know, this whole process was just so weird, especially like tucking in everything and even getting the hook on the bottom to hook on. It wasn't long enough to actually hook onto the bar at the front, which you used to pull in and push the chair back, the seat back. So I don't know where you're supposed to put that hook. In general, the seat cover looks nice. I mean, it feels nice, it looks okay. I think I can sit on it pretty well with no difficulties. It's still a bit lumpy, we need to tuck it in a bit more. But for the cost, I would really have expected it to be easier to install. $200. I would really hope that a lot of engineering goes into this to make it easier on the user end. But you know, you get what you get, and this is actually a pretty fun experience for me to try to figure out, and will prepare me in the future for when I need to install seats in my own car. So I'm Aiman, and today I showed you how to, showed you how to install the seat covers, the passenger seat covers on a Honda Civic. In this case, it was 2016 to 2022, but it really applies to most similar cars. For this Linyue Auto EKR seat cover. The actual instructions were okay, but the most important pictures, which are the ones where we need to look at the clips under the car, under the seat or behind the seat, were the darkest ones, which made it really hard to interpret them. I really don't know what's going on in these pictures either. But that's why we're doing this video. So hopefully when we do the driver's side video, it looks better. So go check that out. But I'm Aiman, and thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and look at videos on EyeOnAiman, especially the videos on the Honda Civic. And go check out those videos on the installation here, and also check out my product showcase video on just unboxing these. Well, not really unboxing them, but just showing you what to expect when you buy these. I'm Aiman, and signing out.